Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Hello, students, and welcome back to the program today, to class number 90. Getting into the intermediate portion of the show now. And looking for, buscar, the phrasal verb to look for. We saw this yesterday, and I'm going to review it for a few minutes here. I'm looking for my pen. Yesterday I was looking for my books, but I know where I left them. After class yesterday, I left my books on the table, and I knew that I had left them there, so I didn't have to look for them today. But now, just now, I'm looking for my pen because I don't know where I left it. Now, I said yesterday, are you looking for a new job? So, ¿estás buscando un trabajo? Are you looking for a job? I'm not looking for a job. I'm happy with my job. Are you looking for a new house? Maybe you're looking for a new house. I'm not looking for a new house. I'm happy with my house. To look for. Okay, we saw this. And now, the other thing we saw yesterday in the class, we looked at translation list number 23. And I want to go back and review that list. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, now that I'm looking at my list, I'm remembering that I don't think we looked at this yesterday. I don't think we looked at it. So we can review this now, and I'll review the full list, okay? So let's get started with translation list number 23. Translation. All right, yes, it is time for translation list number 23. Number 1, pon la fecha en la parte superior. Put the date at the top. Put the date at the top. Very good. Number 2, firma al pie. Al pie. Not the foot. No. Sign it at the bottom. At the bottom. Put the date at the top and sign it at the bottom. Number 3, estoy un poco cansado. Eso es todo. Estoy un poco cansado. Eso es todo. I'm a little tired, that's all. Kyle, what's wrong? Well, I'm a little tired, that's all. Nothing more. I'm just a little tired, okay? I'm a little tired, that's all. Number 4. ¿Quieres que me siente? Do you want me to sit down? Do you want me to sit down? Espera hasta que estén listos. Espera hasta que estén listos. Wait until they're ready. Wait until they're ready. Number 6. ¿Están listos ya? ¿Están listos ya? Are they ready yet? Are they ready yet? Number 7. Nunca haces nada por mí. You never do anything for me. You never do anything for me. Number 8. Hay alguien esperándote. There's someone waiting for you. There's someone waiting for you. There is someone. With the contraction, there's someone. There's someone waiting for you. There is. Now, we contract there is into theirs. And then we have someone. So the S onto the someone, the S's are linked. There's someone waiting for you. Number 9. ¿Quién es? Who is it? Who is it? Number 10. No sé quién es. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. I don't know. Number 11. Le preguntaré quién es. I'll ask him who he is. I'll ask him who he is. Number 12. No conozco a nadie por ese nombre. I don't know anyone by that name. I don't know anyone by that name. Por ese nombre. By that name. I don't know anyone by that name. Okay. Very good. Very good. Good job. How did you do? Did you do well? I'm telling you, I'm saying now, good job, because I think you did well. Okay. All right. Let's move on to our word of the day. Word of the day. Yes, it is time for the word of the day. The word of the day today is snake. Snake. And this is our word of the day for two reasons. One, because in Spanish you have two words where we have one. You say serpiente, and you also say culebra. Culebra. Serpiente, culebra. In English, we just say snake. Big snake, small snake. Cobra snake, viper, or different types of snakes. They're all snakes in English. The second point is the pronunciation. What? Yes, the pronunciation. Yes, I want to pay attention here to the pronunciation of this word. Snake. Snake. Okay? So we have snake, not a snake, but snake. So starting with the S sound, not ES. There's no vowel before, so there's no action in the vocal cords. In other words, your throat is not vibrating. It's you're just blowing air out, and the sound is made by moving the air through your teeth. Snake. Snake. Okay? So it's if you can practice with this word and then other words that start with S, like Stephen, Bruce Springsteen, for example. Not Bruce Springsteen. There's no E there, right? Springsteen. So we have to attack that S sound. And here we have the word snake, which is a great word for practicing this sound because it's also the sound that a snake makes. A snake in the grass, right? Okay. Good. All right, let's move on now to our first point for class number 90, which is, here we're talking about the verb to let. To let. Okay? I did a program. I have another show on Vaughn Radio called The Verb Circus, and I did an episode where I talked about let and allow in the sense of permitir. So essentially the same, but what we have to remember is with let, we never say to after let. So I can say, when I was young, my mother didn't allow me to smoke. When I was young, my mother didn't let me smoke. When I was young, my mother didn't allow me to drink beer. When I was young, my mother didn't let me drink beer. So allow is followed by to, but let is not. Okay? Let is never followed by to. Let can also mean dejar, for ejemplo, I say. For example, déjame ver, let me see. Let me see. Now remember, we're not saying let me to see. No. Let me see. Okay? Let me do it. Okay. Have you ever let a door slam on your finger? No, I've never let a door slam on my finger. The police try not to let criminals get away, right? They try not to allow them to get away, to escape. A few sentences of translation. No nos dejaron hacerlo. They didn't let us do it. Vamos a ver. Let's see. Vamos a ver. Let's see. Let's see. No dejes que se salgan con la suya. Don't let them get away with it. Don't let them get away with it. ¿Crees que deberíamos dejarles entrar? Do you think we should let them in? To let someone in, like to allow them to enter, to let them in. Do you think we should let them in? Lo harán si les dejas. They'll do it if you let them. They'll do it if you let them. Déjale que se vaya. Let him go. Let him go. Right? It's like saying allow him to go. Let him go. Okay? Now, the verb let is conjugated let. Very simple. Let. Okay? Very, very easy. No problem, right? It's also worth noting that in Britain, they use the verb to let in the sense of to rent, which we do not do in North American English. But they can say, I would like to let an apartment, which is to rent an apartment. We would always say rent in North America. We would rent a car, and they could say to let. In fact, they often use to hire. In Britain, they also say to hire a car. In American English, we hire people, contratar a gente, to hire people, and we rent cars. If you just need it temporarily, you can rent a car, and we hire people, workers, but we rent apartments. But in British English, we can use they can use let. Well, we can all use it. It's British English. We can use it to let an apartment, and you'll see signs apartment for let, whereas in North America we would see apartment for rent. Okay, so another use of the verb to let, right there. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, it is time now for our vocabulary of the day. That's right, our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word is inútil. Inútil, which is useless. Useless. It's completely useless. It serves no purpose. Now, the opposite is useful. Yes. So are mobile phones useful or useless? Oh, they're useful. They're useful, yes. They come in handy. Resultan útiles a veces. They come in handy sometimes, yeah. Mobile phones come in handy. They're not useless. Is a broken watch useful or useless? Well, I would say a broken watch is useless. Yeah, a broken watch is useless. An old calendar? Also useless. Dentro de. Dentro de. Within. Within, we say. Yes, within. Derrocar. Ooh, to overthrow. Like to overthrow the government. Yes, they tried to overthrow the government because they didn't agree with the government's policies. To overthrow. Derrocar. Hacer compras. To shop. To shop. We can say to shop, but we can also say to go shopping. I don't like going shopping very much. I don't go shopping very often. I don't really like shopping. But I do enjoy when there are sales and I can get a bargain. Una ganga, a bargain. When I can get a bargain, when I can find something at a good price, I will go shopping, or when I need things. But I'm not the kind of person that goes shopping for the sake of shopping. I like people who, I know people who just enjoy shopping. Oh, let's go shopping. Oh, okay. No, I'm not like that. Yeah. At Christmas time, I often go shopping because I try to get things. When I go to Canada, I always go to Canada for Christmas. So when I'm in Canada, I go shopping. And I get the things that maybe I can't find in Spain, certain things, certain Canadian products maybe that I'm used to, and that I can't find in Spain. So I'll go shopping, but I go in, I get the specific products, and then I leave. My father's the same way. He goes to the shopping center with my mother, and he'll just sit on the bench and read a book and wait. He said, I don't have anything to do here. He doesn't like shopping, to shop. Campo. Campo. Field. Field. Yes, a field. Now, a field is also the word we can use like in baseball. Well, campo, again, a baseball field. So a football field, a baseball field. In when we talk about football, as in soccer, what North Americans would call soccer, the British say football, and in Spanish you say football. In North American English, we would say field, a football field. The British would often say a football pitch. The pitch, yes. But we can say field. Okay, now, the last part of the class here, to go for a walk. To go for a walk. To go for a jog. To go for a run. Okay? Vamos a dar una vuelta. Okay? Dar un paseo. Go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Sometimes I go for walks in the evening. I like to go for a walk. Do you like to go for a walk? Do you like to go for walks, we can say? Do you do it regularly? Do you like to do it? I do, when it's quiet in the evening. I find it very relaxing. Sometimes I do that. Just by myself, I go for a walk. Sometimes I put on some music on my headphones and just go for a walk, just to get away from everything, get out of the house, to go for a walk. Back home in Canada, I used to go for drives. I used to just get in the car, put on some music in the car, and drive around. Gasoline, of course, is much cheaper in North America. And it used to be much cheaper, especially when I was 16, 17. So I would go for a drive. The town that I grew up in is on the ocean. So I used to drive around the coast by the ocean, and again, very relaxing. I really enjoyed that, and I miss that. But gasoline's very expensive. It's not something that people do in Spain very often. Just go for a drive. Just drive for the sake of driving. No, we don't do that very often. So to go for a drive, to go for a walk, to go for a run, to go for a jog. To go for a jog, right? Hacer footing, we saw. To jog, or to go for a jog. Well, we are completely out of time. I want to thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. We will review this content and look ahead at class number 91. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.